there at the 24. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Cousins flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua being chased out left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 51 yards. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
97, 6, Mega.
Tua to try again on second down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. A 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and... Now the ball comes loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, 26 yards. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. From the 41, Tua buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that big